Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to take a look at how to set up Motai by FP Markets, which is a new trading platform. I'm going to show you everything you need to know to get it set up as quickly as possible in order to get executing. We're going to look at the top left corner from our default page that everyone's going to see when they first log in. Click on this plus sign next to charting, and we're going to create a new composite page. Give it a name, and click on an icon, and create new page. From here you'll get a pop-up, and your pages will be in the top left corner. So you've got FP Markets default settings or setups, and you got My Pages, which is where you set up your own page. From here, if you didn't get that pop-up, just click on this plus sign in the top left corner, and you can click and drag every aspect of what you need in order to get trading. So first things first is margins. I'm going to put that in, and we're going to put all our trading information on the left-hand side. So we got that, and we got the blotter that's going to be next. So that's the orders. Then we're going to add in position and contingent orders as well. And just resize to fit. And then from here, get rid of this watch list. I'm going to add in charts on the right hand side. Maybe just add 4 charts. And then resize. And then we're going to add in some depth windows as well. Just going to add in just 2. And then from here, time and sales, which is effectively the course of sales. I'm going to add it to the... Actually, before I do that, I'm going to add in the tickets. So add in the tickets at the bottom. And then time and sales on the right hand side. Easier to set it up this way. Perfect. That's everything we need on this main screen. I'm going to resize things to make it look a bit better. And there's 2 different settings options you need to know for each screen. You got the right hand side setting and the left hand side. And I'll show you what these do. So the left hand side, you can adjust. There's some default settings on how to view the market depth. I prefer the default. We go to display and we can remove some additional information there, but I think it's actually quite relevant. It shows you the match price, match volume, and surplus, as well as the VWAP as well. We can set it to maximum rows, and you can choose the coloring scheme as well. However, I like to keep it as it is. It is the time and sales that I prefer to adjust, as well as this screen here, which is the ticket. We'll go through the ticket. I choose the medium one just to get rid of some extra information. I keep it on medium. I can move it down a little bit. And then from here, I can adjust the time and sales. You can see it's got a lot of information I don't need. So what we do is we click this circle icon, which is the right hand side setting. We go to columns and we can remove the date and the condition. So we can make it look a lot cleaner. Up to you how you want your settings, but I prefer it this way. Same thing on the market depth. I'm going to go to columns and then get rid of the cumulative and apply. From here, if you guys want to see the market depth, we just click on total here. And you can see every single order that's queued up at $48 and $47.99 and so on and so forth. So you can view every single order that's in the book by clicking on this button here, which is total view. And the other thing that's really important to note is linking tabs together. So what we have is a link here. So we're going to make everything orange. So this one's going to be orange. This one's going to be orange. That way, when we type in a ticker, they're all going to update together. The link, and we're going to link the ticket as well. So that way, when I type in something like FMG, everything will update from the ticket, the order book, to the course of sales. From here, if you're wondering, the sell ticket is just click on the buy and sell here, and that brings up the sell ticket and the buy ticket. It's actually very straightforward and simple. We have a contingent order here as well, which does require a bit more room, but personally, I'm a fan of just having a normal ticket, executing, and then adjusting the ticket once it's in the order, once I've already executed the trade. So you can see I've got a stop loss here. So when there's a actual trade that's open, you can see they're all done or terminated. It's as simple as just right click and add contingent. This ticket's already closed, but when it's open, you can set a stop trigger. So for this one, 4,800. Sorry, it's got to be below. It'll actually tell you when you've got it incorrect. Set it below. Whether you want a limit or a market, you want a market, it executes. I believe it's a market to limit or market then limit. Otherwise, set a stop for say 470, something like that. Tells you the estimated loss based on the volume that you've set as well. So it's all very clean, very straightforward, and pretty much good to go. It tells you your GLV. So that's pretty much it, really. It shows you everything you need, and it's all here on the one screen. If you guys want to set up multiple screens, then all you have to do is just right click and duplicate tab. So you can set up another page. If you have a second monitor that you want to set up differently to this, and you want to have just purely charts or purely depth or whatever, all you have to do is just create another page, duplicate your screen. So if you're using Firefox, just right click, duplicate tab, and it'll run on both screens, both windows or tabs. So you just click and drag your tab to wherever you want it to be, and that's it. One last thing worth quickly mentioning is the hotkeys. Press F1 and you'll get a list of keyboard shortcuts, default set, and you can create your own shortcut keys, but they must be Control-Shift based shortcuts. So what we can do, for example, if you want a new order ticket, there's already a default setup, which is F6, which is buy, or F7 if you want buy with no instrument. But I prefer F6, bring up a buy ticket. So we clicked on BHP here, F6, and it auto-filled BHP there. So we go to settings here. I want to make it medium, and I want to set the hotkey, and I want it to be just the name of it as buy ticket. And then you can see it's Control-Shift plus whatever key you assign it to. And you can save this as a template, and you can save the position, which means you can choose where this ticket goes. So every time you hit the hotkey, it puts it in this particular position wherever you saved it. And just hit create, and it creates the hotkey. For market depth, this is one that I have. Simply bring up the total view, which you can click on the side here, and you just go to the settings, hotkey, save the position, save Shift B if you want or Shift D for depth, and you can choose where it goes. So I have mine default set to just here where it covers the existing order book. So if I want to see every single order in the book, I can just hit Control-Shift D, and it pops up this order tab, which is really handy for me. It saves space, so I don't have to have multiple depth or order books open. And that's it, really. So have fun, guys. Oh, and before I forget, don't forget to hit the save page button in the top left corner, or you'll lose everything.